So here's our third instalment in the ever-continuing saga of County Mayo. Now in this episode I'd like to talk a little bit about Ireland's Catholic underbelly. So my first experience with Roman Catholicism in Ireland happens at Croagh-Patrick. Now Croagh-Patrick is a mountain that is famed for being the place where Ireland's patron saint, St. Patrick, fasted for 40 days and 40 nights and banished the evil she-demon Cora from Ireland forever, along with her vicious menstrual cycle and army of snakes. At the end of July, on Reek Sunday, Croagh-Patrick is a pilgrimage point for Roman Catholics all over the world. And I decided myself to have a go at climbing this mountain. Now, from afar, Croagh-Patrick doesn't honestly look like much. It's not comparable to the other mountains in County Mayo. In fact, even the name is deceptive. In Gaelic, Croagh-Patrick literally means Patrick's stack. However, from afar, it's very easy to underestimate the almost 764 metres of nearly sheer vertical incline that this mountain has. In fact, during Reek Sunday, the Irish government put several helicopters and ambulances on hold because there's so many evacuations from this mountain. Now, there's all sorts who climb Croagh-Patrick. There's many, like me, who were well kitted out in their thermals and their beanies and their day packs, ready with big walking shoes. There's also crazy Ironmen who decide to run up the mountainside, but there is no shortage of religious nuts who decide to climb this mountain in bare feet. Now, you can't see it too well on the footage, but as I was going up, I noticed a peculiar sight, and that was a man not much older than I was, traversing the mountain, how else can I put it, on his arse. On his hands and knees.
On his hands and knees.
I myself am not particularly religious. I don't have a problem with people who are. But let's be honest now. Life is hard enough. God really must be offering something bloody special for you if climbing a steep mountain in bare feet is something that seems like a good idea to you. I have no idea in the world why these people think they should put themselves through all of this. But hey, if you're ever in County Mayo, don't let my words put you off climbing Croagh-Patrick. It does take, if you're going at a human pace and not trying to run up the face of the mountain, a good 4 hours. And I didn't do my genuflex and Hail Marys and run around the shrine 15 times with my head between my legs while walking backwards. But I did get to see the most fantastic viewpoint of Keem Bay in the entire county.
That's right, we are both an open
Well, if you put yourself through all of that getting up here, you'd want to believe in some merciful God somewhere. It's quite an epic journey. I should mention this before I finish talking about Croagh Patrick, but before I climbed the mountain, and I found out that in the 1980s, gold was discovered on Croagh Patrick. So instead of violating the cultural significance and the heritage of the mountain, the local council decided not to mine. But in their press release, you can really see a distinct Irish brand of conservation. And I quote directly here. The official line of the county council was that, like I said, direct quote, "The gold is fine where it is." My second experience with Catholicism in Ireland came while we were doing some family research at a little town called Attimass. Attimass is in a very isolated part of County Mayo. It's the kind of place where you go to the local graveyard and every tombstone has the same name on it. In Attimass's case, it was Gallagher. But on the way to Attimass, you have to drive past a town called Knock. Now, I'm sure people watching this will know of Knock. If you want to meet the Virgin Mary or John the Baptist or St. Joseph, Knock's the place to go. It's the only town that I have ever heard of with a population of 595 people and its own international airport with direct connections to Lourdes and the Vatican City. Right, so it was about at this time that country life had finally got the better of me and it was time to leave. So, next stop was Galway. And so, the sign on this statue says, "This is Connemara, Con, Son of the Sea, erected in 1999 by Joyce's Craft Shop," and then in small print at the bottom, "For no apparent reason." Irish sense of humour. Well, here I am at this moment, sitting in a hotel in Galway City. Made it this far. It's an interesting city. It's a lot smaller than Dublin, of course. I mean, in lots of ways it reminds me of my hometown, Hobart. But there is one unfortunate thing that I've discovered about Galway and Galway City. And that is, there isn't any point hoping for good weather. Because invariably, it's going to be raining. In fact, it was raining today. It was raining yesterday. And it was raining the day before that. The forecast is it'll rain tomorrow. And the day after. And the day after. And the day after that. Well, no more holy mountains, no more rain, because this is the end of this trip to the Irish West Coast. Tune in next time. Who knows where we'll be? Maybe Dublin, maybe London, hell, it could even be Botswana. We'll find out then. This is Niall, signing out.